Hi everybody, Sanbonani. Welcome to Reality Buzz TV, where we talk about all things reality TV shows and all things reality TV show stars. So let's talk about this comment right here. The reason I'm talking about this comment right here, because every time I do a video where I mention the fact that there are possibilities that MaKhumalo and Mseleku got into a relationship when MaKhumalo was underage, there's always going to be somebody that is going to mention this in the comment section. Why we are talking about MaKhumalo getting into a relationship with Mseleku when she was 16, when there is Thando Dlamuka who's married to Dlamuka, and they got married when they were 16. I can't even believe that there are people that are likening these two situations because they are so different. But since we have to point out the differences between the two, let's do it for you, because some people, we have to do it because people don't see the difference between the two situations, honey. So let's do it for you. Number one, people will be saying, why are you coming for MaKhumalo and not coming for Siyacela and Thando's situation? Number one, let's correct that, because if MaKhumalo and Mseleku got into a relationship when MaKhumalo was 16 and Mseleku was an old man, the person that was wrong in that situation was actually not MaKhumalo. It would be Mseleku. That would be the person that would have been wrong in that situation. It would be Mseleku, and also the adults in that situation, that would be MaKhumalo's parents. However, the problem with this situation is that the person that works very hard to hide and give us information around the situation and works very hard to hide the information that will clarify for us if she was underage is MaKhumalo. That's why all of the time when we talk about this situation, we talk more about MaKhumalo. But if there is ever a time when this situation is clarified, it will be clear that MaKhumalo was groomed. If it's ever brought to us that yes, MaKhumalo was underage when Mseleku got into a relationship with her, then it will be clear that she was groomed because she would have been a child. The people that will have to be held accountable, it will be the adults. The people that we will have to question, because at this point we are not sure, but the math is not mathing. Okay, so the people that we will have to question, it will be Mseleku. How did Mseleku as an adult get into a relationship with the child? And then how did the adults around Mseleku and around MaKhumalo, how did MaKhumalo's parents allow that situation to happen? If it happened that way, MaKhumalo would have been a victim in that situation because she would have been groomed as an adult. So that would be the situation, because she would just have been a child at that time. Okay, you get it? Okay, so let's talk about the differences now between the Siyacela and Thando situation and Mseleku and Thobile situation. And I hope this is the last time I'm going to do this, because some of you we need to point out the obvious. Okay, with Thando and Mseleku situation, with Thando and Siyacela situation and Musa and Thobile situation, both the Siyacela and Thando are 16. Okay, both of them are 16. And Thobile and Mseleku, both of them were not children. Okay, those are different situations. You had an old man possibly getting married to a child. That's a different situation. And you had two children getting married. Okay, so when Siyacela and Thando got married, we were mad that the adults were letting children got married to each other. There was no grooming. There was not an adult grooming a child. No, they were both children. So we were mad that the adults were letting the children get into something that both of them didn't know what they were getting themselves into. It's a different situation. Here, you had an old man that already had wives and children, wanting to marry a child. If it's true that MaKhumalo was underage, it would have been an old man wanting to marry a child. if it is true, because at this point we are not sure. These two situations are different, okay? You have an adult wanting to marry a child, you have children wanting to get married. And then people will be saying, why would we be mad about this situation and not mad about this situation? Where were you? Were you born yesterday? Do you not remember how mad we were when Thando got married and the wedding was not stopped? Did we not ask where the social workers were? Did we not ask where the police were? Guys, were you born yesterday? Okay? Did we just start to do the reviews today? Okay? Go look for the videos, okay? We were in tears after Thando got married because we were like, who the hell is going to perform the ceremony to marry two children? Okay, when Thando finally got married and spent a night with Usiacela, and Thando Dlamuka was waiting to find out if Thando was a virgin, and they had to take that shit and showed it to him. It was the most disgusting thing that we had ever seen in our whole entire existence. And we were throwing a tantrum and we wanted Moja Love to be closed down. Okay, did you guys start watching Moja Love yesterday? Because we have been watching Moja Love from the time that they started Moja Love, okay? We have been the viewers of Moja Love from the first day that Moja Love came into existence. At this point, we should be the shareholders of Moja Love, okay? So the situations are different, okay? Both the adults from both sides of Siacela and Thando were wrong. They shouldn't have allowed those kids to get married because both the kids were young. They did not know what they were getting themselves into. With Siacela and Thando, nobody hid the fact that they were 16. Okay? Even to this day, when you ask them how old were you when you got married, they are going to tell you that they were 16. Okay? Their maths is mathing. Okay? Thando and Siacela, even Siacela cannot see. You remember Thando said that Siacela cannot see the WhatsApp messages? Yes, but if you ask Siacela, how old were you when you get married? Siacela is going to tell you, I was 16. Okay, but if you ask MaKhumalo and Mseleku, when did you meet? They are going to tell you, we were 18, but we were also 19, but we were also 16, but we were also in 2017, but it was also in 2008, but it was also in 2017. Their maths never met. Okay? That is the problem that we have with Mseleku and Thando Mseleku, is that their math never met. Okay? All we are asking is, did Mseleku get together with Thando Mseleku when Thando was underage? Every time information comes up, it tells us that she was underage. And the fact that they don't want to clarify that information, it sounds very suspicious. And we are not wrong to ask the question that if she was underage, why would that be okay with Mr. Khumalo and Mrs. Khumalo? Why would it be okay for them to allow Thobile, who was 16 or 15, to date Mseleku? If she was 15 or 16, that is not wrong. That is the reason we do the reviews, because we relate the shows to real life. Because if as a parent I have a 16-year-old and an old man who is 30 is going to want to date my child, I'm going to have a problem with that. So we relate the show to real life, and that's how we review the shows. So something that we will have a problem with in real life, if we see it in the show, we are going to ask questions. That is how we review the shows. We can't see something questionable on the show and be like, oh, well, it's on the show. Hey, yeah, it's on Mzansi Magic. We can't ask questions. No. What kind of nonsense is that? That is the difference, okay? If I see another comment like this, honey, listen, I'm deleting it, okay? I cannot take it, okay? The two situations are different, okay? These ones are both kids. This one would have been an old man who was already married with 2 other wives, okay? Dating a child, okay? And also they are very shady with the information. This one is 2 children who are very open about the fact that they were children when they got married. Do you need anything else so that we can just move on to other things? Can we move on? Give us permission to move on. Because we do have other videos to do, okay? Give us permission to move on, okay? It really is 2 different situations, you guys. It really is, okay? I had thought that it's obvious, okay? But I guess it's not obvious because I get this comment all the time. Anyway, you guys, I'm just joking around, okay? I hope the commenter doesn't take it personal. But yes, you guys, that's why it's 2 different situations. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. Please like it before Pumegana, share it with your friends, with your family, and even with strangers. Thando Dlamuka.